Late night whispers crack the air, shadows creeping everywhere. Lee speaks of the cow long gone, Andrea laughs, the night moves on. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay. Ghosts and ghouls, they make their mark, tales that linger in the dark, a show that chills right to the bone. Welcome here, you're not alone. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay. Good cow stories echo loud, haunting laughs among the crowd. Andrea smiles, Lee's on fire, the unknown feeds our desire. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay. Ghosts and ghouls, they make their mark, tales that linger in the dark, a show that chills right to the bone. Welcome here, you're not alone. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay. Dead cow stories echo loud, haunting laughs among the crowd. Andrea smiles, Lee's on fire, the unknown feeds our desire. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay.
Dead cow stories echo loud, haunting laughs among the crowd. Andrea smiles, Lee's on fire, the unknown feeds our desire. We're the king and queen of the strange, voices from beyond rearrange. Tune in now, don't look away, paranormal views here to stay.
Good evening, and how's everyone doing? Welcome, Ghosts and Ghouls, to Paranormal View. I'm your host, Lee. Andrea's not here, but welcome to Paranormal View, the show with all the hot topics. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing great today. Hope your weekend's been brilliant. We're back. So, how is everyone? Like my backdrop? I have a new backdrop this week. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Just checking the chat. Let's see who's all typed. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Craig. Hi, Isabel. You're late. She's doing well, thank you for asking. She's feeling a lot better. Yeah, so what's on tonight's agenda? We're picking up from where we left off last week. Yeah, Yeah, nearly never streamed today. Nearly never streamed. Had the internet put in yesterday, thought, oh, it'd be faster, it'd be faster, it'd be faster. Boy, was I wrong. Apparently, it was something to do with my CPU. I had to go in, change everything. I was like, I'm leaving it till the last few minutes. No! But it's done. We're here. Everything's looking great by how I can see. Sound okay, audio okay, video okay, everything good? Is everything good? These last few days, oh, don't. Me trying to get everything set up and get ready. No. Didn't like me very much. Normally I'm ahead, but this has just been crazy. Sorry about that. So yeah, in case anyone is wondering, that's the magazine me and Andrea are in. Yeah. I like bragging it off when I can. I like to brag it off when I can. So when I decided to do this little setup, I thought, background. So yeah, hope everyone's weekend has been good. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll get started, shall we? We shall get started. Do 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 do. We'll start off where we picked up from last time. La 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 la. Oh, what have I done? It wouldn't be a stream of me unless I started doing something. Where are you? Why is it not showing up? This time I know I've got it, so it better show up. Dee 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 dee. Yes, welcome to the stream. If you are new, make sure to click that subscribe button, hit the like. Much appreciated. It's appreciated by me and all mods. Why is it not showing up again? Oh, what's going on now? Not this again. When things go wrong, they go wrong, don't they? Right, so it's going to have to be game capture this comes under, okay? So at least now I know. Well, I'm hoping so. I don't know what's going on. Hello? I'm telling you. These streams hate me. They absolutely despise me. I know, I'm getting it up. If it's not one thing, it's another with me. Do 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 do. Cancel. Okay. We should get it working now. I think. Right, here we go. There we go. Are we all ready? Well, that was a bust. Started turning around and saying overload. So let's try this. No, wrong one. Let's try this. Hello? There we go. Just remove that. I don't know what is going on. Da, 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 da. I'm pressing all kinds and don't get what I'm doing. Well, if all else fails, I'll do this on Thursday if all else fails. Because for some reason, this is not doing what I'm asking it to. Not laggy, is it? Is everything okay? I think so. So, let's go. Ugh. Let me know if the stream's okay, if it's not laggy. Right. Now we're going somewhere. There we go. If it starts buffering, we'll just do some talking and I'll figure this out. Is it still buffering? Right. Let's not mess about with that tonight then. I'll have a proper good look into that. And we'll do it Thursday. We'll do the game inside Thursday. Because I am not trying to mess about with something that clearly does not want to work. So, easy. I just pull up some stories within the paranormal. Simple and easy. Are we back to normal now? So, let's... Let's talk about some mythical monsters apparently in the UK then. Urban legends within the UK. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Let's bring me back here when it decides to. Let's move me to there. Window capture. Here we go. Let's have a look at some urban legends, shall we? Am I still laggy now? I shouldn't be. I should be fine now. Am I fine? Just waiting to see what you guys say. It's showing it's fine on my end. Okay. So it's the game that's making it laggy. I need to check out the things for that. We'll be okay. I'll get that sorted. So let's have a look. I've not heard of most of these. Urban legends in the UK include tales like the Highgate Vampire and Jack the Ripper. Spring Heel Jack, who terrorised London. Now, Spring Heel Jack I heard about in Liverpool, so you're wrong. Black Shuck the Phantom Dog, the Black-Eyed Children of Cannock Chase. Done that. Been there, done it, won the t-shirt. Yeah. Yeah. And the Beast of Bodmin Moor, as well as local tales such as Annie's Doll at Mary King's Close in Edinburgh. Oh, Annie's Doll! Sorry, I had to. And the Wookey Hole Witch. Here's a list of some well-known British urban legends. The Highgate Vampire. A grey figure reportedly seen at Highgate Cemetery in London, which fueled a frenzy of local arms with wooden stakes and crucifixes. I've never heard of that one. Has anyone ever heard of that one? I know Highgate. Of course I know what Highgate is, but I've never heard of the Highgate Vampire. I've heard of the witch. The witch bitch. But that's about it. So has anyone heard of this one? It's intriguing me. The Highgate figure. So, what we do is we highlight it, we copy it, we go onto here, we go onto the Google, and we type it in and see what comes up, shall we? What a picture. Oh, of course you're going to take me to that. I didn't ask for that. I just wanted to have a look at the image. So. Hallelujah. So I know nothing on this. I know nothing about this. The Highgate Vampire, here we go. On 31st of October, Halloween. What's the odds? On 31st of October, 1968, a group of young people interested in the occult visited Tottenham Park Cemetery. Oh, at the end of this, by the way, because we can't obviously play the game, I'm going to change the stream name and everything else. It's going to be called something different. Going to keep the thumbnail, though. Visited Tottenham Park Cemetery at the time when it was being regularly vandalised by intruders. Of course it was. Because no one can sit there and go, oh, let's look after a place. No, you've got to destroy everything.
Bye-bye, bitch.
So, according to the report of the London Evening News on the 2nd of November 1968, these persons arranged flowers taken from graves in a circular pattern with arrows of blooms pointing to a new grave, which was uncovered. A coffin was opened and the body inside disturbed. Come on and get down with the sickness. Get up and get down. Sorry. But the most macabre act was driving an iron stake into a farmer across through the lid into the burn. Yeah, I can't say that. Though the identities and motivations of these responsible were never ascertained, general consensus at the time linked to desecration to events surrounding the vampire case. Then, in a letter, the Hampstead and Highgate Express on the 6th of February 1970, David Ferrand wrote that the passing Highgate Cemetery on 24th of December 1969. Hang on. I can do this properly. Where was I up to? He had glimpsed a grey figure, which he considered to be a supernatural, and he asked if others had seen anything similar. On the 13th, several people replied, describing a variety of ghosts said to haunt the cemetery or the adjoining Swan's Lane. It's not working! It's not working! Oh, it's not working. It's not working. I was going to put a funny noise on then, and then it didn't work. Typical. So where was we up to? These ghosts were described as a tall man in a hat, a spectral cyclist, and a woman in white, a face glaring through the bars of a gate, a figure wading into a pond, and pale gliding from bells ringing and voices calling. Sean Manchester claimed Florence Grey figure was a vampire, and the media quickly latched on, embellishing the tale with stories of the vampire being a king of the vampires, or practicing black magic. So, hang on, let me get this right. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I don't know what is going on. I am confused all over the place. Told you, this stream is probably going to be a difficult one for people because new internet, not used to all this yet. Slowly getting used to it. We'll get there. Jesus. Why is this not letting me end it? I want to end it. Hello? Hello? End task. There we go. So, we load that back up 2 seconds, guys, and then we'll continue it. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Where's that based? So, we want to get back here. Right, so, here we go. March 1970 mob. The ensuing publicity was enhanced by a growing rivalry between Farrant and Manchester, each claiming that he could or would expel and destroy the spectre. Manchester declared he would hold an exorcism on Friday the 13th. Hang on. Hang on. So Friday the 13th, he says. Kill, ma. Right, where was I up to? On March 1970, ITV conducted interviews with Manchester Farrant and others who claimed to see supernatural figures in the cemetery. Which were transmitted early on the 13th. Within 2 hours, a mob of hunters from all over London and beyond swarmed over the gates. For a vampire. Dracula didn't even get that much attention. And walls into the locked cemetery despite police efforts to control them. I've got loads of Funko Pops. Loads. One of my favourites is this one. Cheshire Cat. And the reason being, Cheshire Cat. So, where was I up to? Some months later, on the 1st of August 1970, the charred and headless remains of a woman's body were found not far from the catacomb. The police suspected it could have been used in black magic. Brandt was found by the police in the churchyard beside the cemetery one night in August, carrying a crucifix and a wooden stake. He was arrested, but then the case came to court. It was dismissed. A few days later, Manchester returned to Highgate Cemetery. He claims that this time he and his companions forced open the doors of the family vault, indicated by his psychic helper. My child, I see the vampire. I see him clearly. Go to the cemetery and break open the gates, and there you will find the vampire. Hallelujah, God be with you. Ha, hoo, ha, hee, ha, hoo, ha. Where was I up to? I'm lost again. He says he lifted the lid off one coffin, believing it had been mysteriously transferred there from the previous catacomb. He was about to drive the stake through the body it contained when a companion persuaded him to desist. Reluctantly, he shut the coffin, leaving garlic and incense in the vault. What the hell's incense going to do? I use incense all the time. That it? I'm not reading that aftermath. That it? Well, that was boring. So let's see what you guys were talking about. What's it called? The Gorbal Vampire. Gorbals. The TV show. Oh, here we go. Scotland. Jeebus. So, in September 1954, in Gorbal, Glasgow, Rumours had spread among the school children of a terrible 7-foot-tall vampire with iron teeth. That's just Jaws off of 007. That's what that is. That's just Jaws off of, I can't even think of his name. Do. I just know him as 007. Do. James Bond. That's who that is. Rumour had it that this vampire had kidnapped and unalived 2 young boys and feasted on their corpses. Despite the adults and the police trying to calm the hysteria, the children decided that action had to be taken to bring the terrible Gorbal vampire to justice. So what did they do? They told him,
Bye-bye, bitch.
What happened next was truly remarkable. After school, hundreds of children of all ages armed themselves with blades and crosses, stakes and dogs, and descended upon the city's southern necropolis to hunt the Gorbal's vampire. The children prowled the graveyard as night fell, checking behind the trees and headstones for the awful creature that might be lurking. A thick fog rode in, and in it many shadows figures were caught by firelight. The children would rush to the silhouette, to this silhouette, and then another as they thought they saw the vampire lurking in the mist. The hunt continued until the rain started. The children went home only to come back the next night and the night after that. By the third night, interest from the children was beginning to fade. I would too. Not finding anything, I get bored. But the fear of the Gorbal vampire had already set itself in the heart of the community. As the press picked up the story, hysteria spread to the Gorbals. Now, Gorbals don't sound right. That does not sound right. It almost sounds like giblets. Oh. And soon among the wider population until the discussion arose surrounding the impact of the American horror comics of young people. Was the Gorbal's vampire simply a creature born of mass hysteria and children's imagination, or was it something more? Let's get the chat's opinion. What do you think? What do you think it were? I think it was a bunch of Gorbals, personally. Screw Alex Ferguson. All about the Jurgen Klopp. If you haven't noticed, Liverpool fan. So yeah, on Alex Ferguson. What's these? King David and the White Stag. I nearly said something else then. I nearly put an L in that then. The Vengeful Mermaid and the Son of King of Aerin. Yeah, 'cause it's a bunch of Gorbals. Sorry. Black Shuck. Now, I've heard of this one. Ginny Greenteeth. Now, apparently, Jenny Greenteeth, there's another one called Ginny Greenteeth in Pendle. Interesting. So let's have a look at Black Shuck, shall we? Now, that I wouldn't be scared of running into. That I would not be scared of running into. That, on the other hand... Look at claws on that. Look at bloody claws on that thing. And how do I zoom in? Zoom me in. Look at the claws on that. Jeebus in all heaven. Oh, I can't read that far down. Won't let me. So let's go on here, shall we? In English folklore, Black Shuck, Old Shuck, or simply Shuck. I'm all shook up. Is the name given to a ghostly black dog which is said to roam the coastline and countryside of East Anglia. Where's East Anglia? Right. Okay. Still don't have a clue what that is. One of many such black dogs recorded in folklore across the British Isles roamed the coastline. Oh, I've already read that bit. Accounts of Black Shuck form part of folklore of Norfolk, Suffolk, and Cambridgeshire. Fens and how many places do it bloody originate from? And descriptions of the creature's appearance and nature vary considerably because it's not real. It is sometimes regarded as an omen of death, of unalive, but in other instances is described as companionable. So 1 minute it's an omen, and then it's a companion. I won't risk it. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the name Shuck derives from the Old English word skucker. Skucker. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Skucker. Shusher. Devil or fiend. Perhaps from the root sk, to terrify. The mention of imprint of Black Shuck is by Reverend E. S. Taylor in an 1850 edition of the Journal Notes and Queries, which describes Shuck the dog fiend. The dog fiend. The phantom, I have heard many people, not persons, people. Let's get that right. I hate that word, many persons. It's people. In East Norfolk and even Cambridgeshire describe as having seen a black shaggy dog with fiery eyes and of immense size. Yeah, we'll just go with it. And who visits churchyards at midnight. It's just a drunk homeless man. Mother, I want some beer. I'm gonna go root to the church's bins. Aye. Abraham Fleming's account of the appearance of a strange with terrible wonder in 1577 at Bungay, Suffolk, is a famous account. Is a famous account of the beast. Images of sinister black dogs have become part of the iconography, yes, of the area and have appeared in pulp culture. Writing in 1877, Walter Rye stated that Shuck was the most curious of local apparitions, as they are no doubt varieties of the same animal. Jesus, how many things are there? Descriptions. Right, I said it once, I don't need to see it again. Descriptions of black shuck vary in both shape and size, from that of a large dog to being the size of a calf or horse. W.A. Dutt. Woodut. Instead of what's up, Woodut. 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 It's no longer what's up, it's Woodut. In his 1901 Highways and Byways in East Anglia describes the creature thus. He takes the form of a huge black dog and prowls along dark lanes and lonesome field footpaths, where although his howling makes the hearer's blood run cold. I was trying to then make out if it said hearers or hair. It meant to say hairs. So I was sat there going, huh? His footfalls make no sound. Footsteps. Footsteps, not footfalls. Footsteps. You may know him at once should you see him. By his fiery eye, he has but one. Like the Cyclops is in the middle of his head. Like the Cyclops is in the middle of his head. Well, whoever's writing this cannot write worth anything. But such an encounter might bring you the worst of luck. It is even said that to meet him is to be warned that your unalive will occur before the end of the year. So will do well. So you will do well to shut your eyes if you hear him howling. Shut them even if they are if you are uncertain whether it is the dog fiend or the voice of the wind you hear. I used to think the wind was screaming, you know. True fact. When I was a kid, when I lived in America as a kid, when the wind howled, I thought it was screaming. I thought it was someone outside going. Used to freak. Where was I up to? Should you never set your eyes on our Norfolk Snarlyow. So, you may perhaps doubt his existence, and like other learned folks, tell us that his story is nothing but the old Scandinavian myth of the Black Hound of Odin, brought to us by the Vikings who long ago settled down on the Norfolk coast.
Bye-bye, bitch.
I'm calling bull on that one as well. I couldn't read that no more. Whoever wrote that wiki page. Sometimes I don't understand words and sometimes I can't read properly. But my lord, I struggled with that. This one's interesting. I do like this one. Jeebus, imagine seeing that outside. Oh, I'll tell you what. I've got an idea now. if I can't get the game into work on Thursday, what I might do is we might watch some animated horror and react. Because I like animated horror. So, right, guys, give me 2 seconds.
In the shells where the stories grow, we light the spark, let the mysteries flow. Andrea laughs while Lee gets wild, king and queen of the unexplained style. Welcome to the group where the spirits play. Hot topics rise from beyond the grave. Hold tight, stay tuned, let the echoes guide. Paranormal view where the worlds collide. Phantom whispers in the cold night breeze, tales untold from the haunted seas. He's got the jokes, Andrea's charm is bright. Together they bring the unseen to life. Hear the knock, feel the chill. Time to dive through the veil where the spirits thrive. We're your lovable hosts, buckle in tight for a journey through the endless night. Welcome to the group where the spirits play. Hot topics rise from beyond the grave. Hold tight, stay tuned, let the echoes guide. Paranormal view where the worlds collide. The laughter's loud, the tales are deep. From ancient crypts to the shadows that creep. A touch of humor, a touch of fright. Andrea and me light up the night.
We have returned. So let's get back to what we was on. So, imagine seeing that though. Jeebus. Damn, these pictures are creeper. Oh, I went on the wrong thing. Oh. There. Let's read it, shall we? So how are you guys enjoying this so far? I know obviously I said Five Nights at Freddy's, but obviously it's not working. So, if you're liking it, put a 1 in chat. If you're disliking it, put a 2. So I know. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to stream Five Nights at Freddy. But, obviously, I've got to figure that out. I need to do private streams and things like that and figure it out. Everything that could go wrong always goes wrong for me. Thing is, I was prepared. I was actually prepared. But I don't know why it wouldn't let me stream the game. If this is going to be like this, then we'll just stream games. I don't know. Not figured that one out yet. So if you're enjoying this, 1 in chat. If you're not, press 2. So I roughly know. Thank you. It's just so I know for future reference if to carry on doing this type of stuff or not. That's my chair creaking. Ready? Black-eyed children are legendary paranormal creatures originating in American folklore which superficially resemble human children or teenagers with pale skin and pitch black eyes. They are reportedly seen begging or hitchhiking or encountered on doorsteps or residential homes. These beings are alleged to either be unalive, ghostly, demonic alien, or otherwise inhuman creatures attempting to impersonate ordinary human children in order to manipulate people by requesting entry into houses or riding in vehicles with supposedly sinister motive. That's no problem. No problem at all. No problem. You'll have to remind me what you said last time. I am not good at remembering things. Oh, I've got something to show you guys, actually. Mentioning which. Ready? Hang on. Here we go. Ready?
Go. Creeping through the static, spirits do gymnastics, Lee's dropping jokes, ghost antics, fantastic. Andrea's giggles echo queen of the vibe. Paranormal throne, we the rulers, no jive. Welcome to the show where the shadows grow. Stories from the grave, secrets they bestow. King and queen, brain and host with the glow. Paranormal view, the place you gotta go. Hot topic sizzle, tales from the crypt. Lee cracks the mic and the spirits get flipped. Andrea's laugh cuts the tension like a blade. Ghosts in the room, we ain't even afraid. Tune in headphones, volume on max. Spilling ghost stories, no time to relax. Mysteries alive, it's a vibe we attract. Paranormal view, that's the spooky soundtrack. Welcome to the show where the shadows grow. Stories from the grave, secrets they bestow. King and queen, brain and host with the glow. Paranormal view, the place you gotta go. Late night whispers, footsteps in the hall. Lee cracks a pun, Ghostbusters on call. Andrea's grin brighter than a full.
The thing is, I do private streams. I do practice runs earlier in the day. What I do is I do them on my own, and I invite my main YouTube channel to it, so I can constantly keep an eye on it. That's what I normally do anyway. And then I keep an eye on it through that way. Because I like to keep everything secret till then. But my aim is to do that type of thing and see how it continues to go. So, like, tomorrow, I'll test the stream. I'll see how I can get the game working. If not, then I'll figure something else out. But I'll test it all tomorrow so I can work on it. Because if it's not going to work, I can figure something else out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's just another one of the other songs. Trust me, there's 11. There's 11 of them. There's an opera one. So, let's get into this. I know about these in Cannock Chase. Don't get me wrong, didn't see them, but I have heard about them. They're meant to be... I don't know. I'm very torn on this one. Because they've been seen in Pendle as well. I'm very, very torn on this one. Like, let me get it up on Google. Black Eyed Children, Urban Legend, Pendle Hill. See, look. Yeah, there is. So there's a picture taken in the graveyard. Hang on, watch. See, apparently there was a picture taken at a grave there, but they're trying to say that there weren't. Don't lie to me. There were pictures. I've seen pictures. Ah, here we go. See? I weren't lying. There, look, there. There, right there. Go away. Right there. Apparently, that is a black-eyed child. So, where it says, there's no connection, I beg to differ. And the one at Cannock Chase is meant to be good. No, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Maybe one day I might do it. Maybe one day I might test it with all the mods and that. But Ask Your Mum, I'm one of them. I like to keep everything until live. I like to make sure everything is private till live. Because I like to surprise everyone. I like to keep everything on the toes. But the main thing is, see, when I'm doing these live, when I'm doing these practice runs, all I'm doing is I'm literally going live, testing everything. I sit there most of the time and just go, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Move my head a couple of times, move my arms, make sure everything's fine. Test all the soundboard, make sure everything's working. And then I end it. That's all I do. So it'd be bit pointless to bring everyone in, I think. See, this is the problem. It keeps saying encoding overload. How can there be an encoding overload? This is what's bothering me. Ay. See, I don't get why it keeps saying encoding overload. It's making no sense because I've got everything I need to do. It's told me everything I need to do and everything I've done. I'm going to continue to look. Exactly, I like to keep everyone in the dark. After the stream, I'm going to work on stuff and figure it out. Because it is really starting to annoy me. There's only so much I'll take before I start getting mad. So I'll watch a video I was watching earlier and see what other problems there could be to this. Because at the end of the day, I bought fast internet. And it's not the internet, it's something to do with the CPU within the computer. So the computer's not running as fast as it should for this. So I'll have a look properly. See, it went to do it again then. It went to do it again to me then. Went to drop. So stop doing it. We've still got an hour to go. Stop encoding. If you guys could see this, you'd see what I mean. Knowing my luck, it's probably this computer that's on its way out. Bet you. I'll have a look after the stream. I'll have to have a look after the stream. The CPU, it keeps... I'm watching it as we speak, and it drops, goes high, drops, goes high. I'm staring at it as we speak. I've got good internet. That is what's bothering me. That is what's annoying me. It was working fine earlier, and now it's CPU. I'm getting fed up with the CPU. I need to work this out properly. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if it's buffering. The Owl Man. So basically the Mothman. The Chained Oak. I know all about the Chained Oak at Alton Towers. I know all about that. See, me personally, I love a good urban legend. I like American urban legends more personally. Personally, I enjoy the American ones more. That's just me, though. And that's only because I think American ones have got more... I don't know, something... Even though this is what tickles me. Even though we're an older country, America tends to have more hauntings and things like that. And it's always boggled my mind, that. Really always boggled my mind. See, you've got, like, Waverly Hills. You've got Bobby Mackey's. All kinds of plantations, all kinds of different haunted buildings, New Orleans, all that, all different kind of haunted buildings. Over here, well, realistically, over here, not that many people's interested in the paranormal as much, I've noticed. I've noticed it's more the American audience who's more interested in that. I have noticed American audiences are more into the paranormal, and that's where most viewers come from. Well, they used to. When we used to stream on Facebook, we used to get all Americans. But, yes, very interesting. See, I was prepared for Five Nights at Freddy's. So you can tell I'm not really prepared. Now I'm not prepared. So I need to start making backup plans. For if something goes wrong, I can make a backup plan. Because this has just gone ultimately wrong. And I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. Because I was looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's as well. See, it's jumping again now. Now I've come off the internet, it's staying at steady. It's weird. Very, very weird. I'm going to have a look at the CPU, because that's what's causing the issue, is the CPU. Hurry up, hurry up. Make money. Make money. I can buy a better computer. That's the issue. That's the issue with having an all-in-one PC, realistically. That is the number one issue with having an all-in-one PC. You can't get inside it to change the the drives and drivers and things like that. You've got to literally have a good tower and this, that, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, I'll have a look after the stream. I'll have a look. But yeah, so... See, if in my house, I've got skulls everywhere. I've got the macabre items. I've got loads of Funko Pops. I've even got an Annabelle Funko Pop. But it's not the Annabelle that I like. It's that Annabelle. That's the Annabelle I have. I've got Michael Myers. A lot of Pennywise. Mother. That's me mother, that buying me Pennywise. I've got Jack Skeleton. I've got all kinds. But no, No, I'm using a proper PC. I'm using an all-in-one PC. It's just basically a monitor that everything's built into. For your CPUs and things like that, you literally have to have a tower. So you'd have to have the monitor and tower. And they're not cheap. Well, depends really. All depends. See, I can do the streams at Andrea's because that computer at Andrea's is a lot faster than this one. I've had this one a good few years. So it's not... I can't update the CPU on it, which I wish I could. But, hey-ho is what it is. I'm not bothered. I'll figure it out. I'll watch YouTube videos, figure out how to do it, this, that, and the other. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. And we will get there. Even if it comes down to on a Thursday, when I'm at Andrea's, we do gaming then. I don't know. Figure it out. Because... I don't know. I don't know. So, here's a question for you then. If you could investigate anywhere on a bucket list, what would your top 5 locations be? I'll tell you mine straight away. Hands down. Newsham was one of them that's ticked off the list. So, I add one in. When I tick something off, I add a new one in. Lemp Castle in Ireland, that's one. Ancient Ram Inn, that's another. I've got 3 to go and I can't remember there's one I can't remember the name of. Dinger, Edinburgh Vaults, Bobby Mackey's Music World, and Waverley Hills Sanatorium. That is number 1. Waverley Hills will always sit at number 1. That place, that'd have to be like a weekend because it's that big. I think Newsham's big. That is massive. That's one of them. You sit there and you look at it and you're like, oh. That big. But I really do want to do Edinburgh Vaults. That is a big one for me. I like the vaults. I like to... My mum's done Greyfriars. She could tell you the story of Greyfriars. Greyfriars, when she did it, was amazing, she said. Because of the thing she had. See, I'd like to do Amityville as well, but I'm very unsure. Very, 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 very unsure about it. The Conjuring House. Oh, it's alright. Give as many as you want. I only did my top 5. Everyone can do how many ever they want. The Conjuring House, we spoke about this, so I'm very mixed on it. Very, very mixed on it. The Catacombs, that is one that I've always thought about, but it's not on a bucket list for me. Zach Bagan's Museum, I ain't even going to go into that one. Not even going to go there with that. Thoughts and opinions I will not give. Cecil Hotel, yeah, I'd like to do the Cecil. I would like to do the Cecil. Just to see. I'd like to do the one that was in The Shining. I'd like to do that one, the real life one of that. That's what I would like to do. I've heard some good stories about that. Along with the Queen Mary. That's another one I'd like to do, the Queen Mary. There's just so many. There are so many locations. Like Newsham was one of the bucket lists, and I've done it. Looking forward to doing it again. Newsham is on a different ball game, trust me. You walk in there, you're like, but it's like myrtle plantations. I'd like to do that. Oh, to Zach's museum. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to visit. I'd like to go and visit it, but I wouldn't like to investigate it. I'm not too bothered about that. Yes, I know it. I can't pronounce the name, but I know what forest you're on about. The one where apparently there's crop circles and all that. It was in Ghost Adventures years ago. I'd also like to do, what's his name? Dracula's Castle. That'd be a good one. Edinburgh Castle, yeah, I'd like to do it. I'm not too bothered if I didn't. Chillingham Castle, do you know the list I was talking about the other day? That I did. That was on it. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I can't remember. But yet again, I've never done a lot of research into it. Glasgow Necropolis. What's that? And the Tower of London. Yeah, I would like to do the Tower of London. I'd like to do the Jack the Ripper area. That's what I'd like to do. That'd be a good one, Jack the Ripper. Hey, I'll tell you what. Has anyone been watching that new Alcatraz? That's another good one. Alcatraz. I've just finished watching the Ed Gein program. Oh my God. I was hooked, line and sinkered on that. See, I like a good program like that. I like to know in minds and how they work and what makes them snap at it. It really interests me, that all that stuff. See, that's something I've mentioned to Andrea about doing, is unsolved mysteries and them kind of mysteries and things like that in future on investigations. Because I'm into that type of stuff. I bet you, if you had enough money, they'd let you do it. Bet you if you had enough money, it'd give you a dinger. They'd let you. I'm not going to give spoilers. I won't give spoilers, but it's good. I will give advice, though. Don't take everything as reality. Because, I'll give you another piece of advice. After you've finished watching it, watch an actual documentary. There's a lot of them on YouTube about him, and he'll tell you. You'll see the differences. That's the best advice I can give you, because I've studied Ed Gein for years, and I've read like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Charlie Manson, all of them. Charles Manson, all of them. I'm fascinated with that type of stuff. Andrea's the exact same. She likes that type of stuff. But I kind of knew going into what he was about. So if I was you, I'd watch it and then watch a documentary on him, because you'll see the big differences. Because the stuff in the program, you can tell that are not true to life, that they put in there for the effect and things like that. You can tell. What about Chernobyl? The only area obviously highly radioactive. Yeah, the area, I agree with that. The area that you can go to in Chernobyl, I agree. I heard someone say this a long time ago, and I don't agree with this one. I think it should not be touched. Auschwitz. I don't agree with that one. Someone said it a while ago. I was watching something and someone said, "Oh, I'd like to do it." I wouldn't. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to go to Auschwitz. I'd like to go. But I would not like to do an invest there. No. Never. That's what I'm like. I like all that type of stuff. Gacy, Bundy, Manson, Geen, Dharma, all of them. There's probably a few I'm missing. Even the English ones I get interested in. But like I was telling me nan the other day, the number in you type in the most notorious one has to be Bunda. It has to, without fail. Bunda did a lot more than all of them. Now, if you do the UK, a lot of people go straight to the Moors. I know that's bad, but I don't think the biggest, only because I think Jack the Ripper is. And the reason I say Jack the Ripper is because he never got caught. No one knows who he is. It has been the number one mystery for years. And that's why I always will think Jack the Ripper is the biggest one over here. In the world it's Bunda, but over here it's Jack. By hands down. There's an abandoned shopping centre in Glasgow, Scotland. I can't remember if it's near Glasgow or Edinburgh, but I don't think it's been touched by it. See, that's the thing. There's a lot of places that haven't been touched, but it's getting to them. That's the issue. The monk tunnels in Paisley is meant to be haunted, and I definitely know the Paisley Town Abbey is. I'm not sure if the Glen Cinema in Paisley has ever been investigated. Never heard of them. In all honesty, never heard of them. Like, there was a little place that me and Andrea did a while ago, and I didn't even know about it. And it's called the Well House. Did that quite a few times, and wow. One way in, one way out. Your entrance is your exit. You'd be sat there going... If anyone came in there, it'd be like that. Yeah, it's one of them. Isabel, if it's a situation like that, you don't touch. You do not touch it. Touchy subject, things like that. A lot of people get very, very angry very, very quick. It's one of them. I'm not advising anyone to do anything like that, because that's not who I am. But if people chose to do stuff like that, you never bring it to light, because you know how many people will go after you. You never bring it to light. It's as simple as that. You gotta be very respectful. There's a lot of people who just don't listen. Like, you tell them don't do this, don't do that, and they do it anyway. I find teams like that very disrespectful personally. Like me and Andrea, we don't go into you'll very rarely see us do abandoned buildings. Very rarely. We like to do places that we can actually go to. There was 2 years ago that I wanted to go to. Cheetham, I think it's called, and the other was in Preston, near Preston. And that was meant to be good. I'd like to do the one in Wales, but I cannot think of the name of it, and it always does my head in. I'd like to go there. There's a lot of good abandoned buildings and a lot of good locations, but you just gotta be careful. It's like... Hang on. Give me a minute. I've got an idea. I have an idea. Give me a minute. I have an idea. Let's talk through something. Let's go to some of my favorite things. Give me a second. I'd like to go to do Blackpool myself. So where does this story start? Two families at war accused... I've got something for you all. Not watching it all, we'll just talk through bits that were brilliant about this. Oh, no, because the... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Jesus. I pull up something and it doesn't even let me do it. Wow. Let's try this one. Uh-oh, what did I do? Uh-oh, what did I do? No! I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Give me a minute. There we go. So, let's pull that here. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will work. Oh, Jesus, straight finally came in. Let's pop this over here. Pendle Hill, Lancashire, 1612. 10 people. Hang on. Let's flip it. Give me a minute. Transform. Flip. There we go. People known as the Pendle Witches were tried and executed. This would become known as the most famous witch trial of the 17th century in Great Britain. The witches were held at Lancaster Castle and the trials were held between the 17th and 19th of August 1612. This story takes place at the beginning where two families were at war. The 10 found guilty on the 19th of August and hung Let's
on
talk
the
about
20th
some
is as follows.
key points of this.
Alison Device, Elizabeth Device, James Device, Anne Whittle aka Chattox, Anne Redfern, Alice Nutter, Catherine Hewitt, John Bocock, Jane Bocock, Isabel Rober. This documentary has been 2 years of researching and investigating. Join me now as we look for the truth of the most notorious witch trial in Britain, which started the Salem witch trials off. Sit back, relax, and tune in.
Damn, I look different.
Research and investigate the Pendle
I look
Witches.
so different. Damn. Look at that. Look at that. A young me. Wow. Oh, hardly any beard, Skinny. Oh, that is definitely different. Damn. Look at smile. Look at smile on my face because of this. I remember doing this scene, right? I remember doing this scene. It was one... When was it? It was before I met... It was like a year or two before I met Andrea. I didn't sleep at all. And I went up to Lancaster. And I done it. I went straight to Lancaster. And I spent a whole day at Lancaster filming and things like that. I even rang me nan and woke her up just to let her know I was in Lancaster. First time ever been to Lancaster as well. It was hard filming as well, this. It's weird watching this back, it really is. Now this, interesting fact. When I was stood there doing that, right, I had to literally press record, walk up, stand like that, turn, look, and walk back. Oh, that was the hardest angle to capture. Look how skinny I was, Jesus. I didn't look right back then. If you watch closely, if you watch very closely on that bit then... Hang on.
And that life continues after death.
Hang on.
In 2007, I started my journey in becoming a paranormal researcher.
If you watch very, very carefully, watch me take a step back. Watch me take a step back. You can tell I'm getting in place. Watch. There. You can tell I'm... Oh, that was brilliant.
I have believed in the paranormal and that life continues after death. In 2007, I started my journey in becoming a paranormal researcher and a paranormal investigator, searching for the truth that lies beyond.
I missed this.
I have been with a number of teams while learning
demonology and parapsychology to learn knowledge within the field. Venturing off on my own to my own team, paranormal presence investigation team.
Traveling up and down the UK.
Oh, if you knew some of the background behind this. Me and Andrea had a field day of filming this.
Could any other spirits come forward and let me know their names as well, please?
So on this part, right, when we literally sat there, and I'll never forget it. We was doing the spirit box, and you clearly heard come out the box. Poor Alice. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, that was one of the best pieces of audio I ever got. Hands down. Oh, that blew my mind, that.
Right. Give me just a second, guys.
Hang on. I've just had an idea. I've just had an idea. Give me a sec. I have an idea.
Here we go, another thing's coming through. Emulate.
I'll do it next stream. I can't do it this stream. Actually, yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Give me a second. Give me a little second. I have an idea. I have a big idea. I've just had an idea. I'm going to... Let me find it. There. Where is it? Give me a minute. I'll find it. Just give me a few minutes. I'm really going to have you all laughing now. If you go on, I'll type the link into the thing. It's under Paranormal Presence IT. Not hard to miss once you go on there. Why is it telling me there's no past lives? You lied to me. You lied to me. Don't lie to me. Right, so... Give me a minute. I'm going to get the most famous thing up. And it'll all have you laughing. Alright, we'll have you all laughing. I guarantee. But I've got to find it, so you'll have to bear with me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Why are they not there? Why can't I find them? Has YouTube took all X lives off? Why can't I find it? Past live videos, none exist apparently. Does anyone know if lives have been removed off Facebook? I was going to put the dead cow on. I literally was going to put the video of the dead cow on and... This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Apparently, you can't... Where's me lives? Has Facebook taken all old lives down? Does anyone... Oh. I'm so confused. No videos to show. Why is there no videos to show? Bugger it. I'll have a look in a bit. I'll take it YouTube took down all the old lives. I'm gutted about that. I am really, really gutted about that. Because that means the dead cow video's gone. So, bring this back up then. I am really highly disappointed now. There we go. So let's see. Do 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 do. Hey, look. Hilda, I know you're watching.
Step back.
Ah, Hilda. My nan was funny on Invests. Oh, this video. This is the night I slipped. I slipped. Oh, I'll never forget that behind the scenes. Pendle for me, please. Come here. Tell me, does this say hung to you?
That by saying yes.
The famous apparently me farting's on here. Heart? What sounded?
Can you tell me that?
That sounded like it said hung. Behind the scenes were good. I've got the video of that actually.
Come forward. If any of the Pendle witches are on this site with me right now, can you tell me your name and tell me how you died? That sounded like chains then.
Come here. You actually hear the chains? You actually hear the chains?
Yeah, chains. I want to go.
I want to go. You hear chains?
Don't get your chains.
Come here. Quick.
That sounded like chains then. You know, like walking chains.
Wow.
Do you hate Lancaster? If you hate Lancaster,
I'll never
say
forget this investigation.
Lancaster.
What was that? Did you just hear that? I think I've just caught you on chains. I believe this is the Pendle witches we are communicating with. If so, can you come forward and tell me your name? Tell me which of the Pendle witches you are. Can you tell me how old you are when you pass, please? I think it's here in a minute. Well, we're gonna keep lagging, so I'll have stuff set up for the next one. I'm gutted about that. But I can't believe Facebook's took all the videos down. I am so gutted on that. The reason I'm gutted, right, is because I wanted you to see the dead cow. And I could get it up. It'd take me a few minutes. And I'm on stream, so I'm not going to be able to do it because I'd have to plug my phone in, get the video up and all that. But, oh, it's brilliant, the dead cow. Oh, one of the best things ever is the dead cow. I don't even... It might be... Give me a minute. It might be on the SD card I have in. Let me have a look. I'll know straight away. Oh no, I've not got it. There's no SD card in. Oh, that video is the best thing ever. Hands down the best video ever. Hang on. Let me try something. Give me a second. Let me try something. If anything disconnects, I apologize. There we go. And the worst part is I can't even see chat now. I pressed something and knocked off chat. Bear with me. There we go. Give me a sec, guys. I think I knocked the wire out. Yes, I did. There we go. There we go. That was hard work. Let's try seeing if I can get the dead cow up. If I can get this dead cow up, you will all laugh at this. Hands down. Without fail. One of the best moments of all time. Give me a minute. It's there. So that is, I didn't ask for that. 2 secs, guys. If I can get this, this is one of the most funniest moments ever. Here it is. Give me a minute. I've got it. I have got it. Was mute output audio a minute. Just while I get it up. The best moment in the history of me and Andrea. Hands down. Now I'm lagging again. Great. I'm not even doing anything and it's lagging. Let's cut you off. Boom. Boom. Let's remove that a minute. Let this get back to normal. Right, let's try now. The moment of moments. Right, give me a minute. I'm getting it. I know what the problem is. It's literally my CPU. I know exactly what the problem is. I had the problem earlier and it keeps telling me it's the CPU. Are you ready? The most famous moment of all time. Enjoy this one.
Whew. Whew. Get a whiff of that.
It smells nice.
You think that smells... Tip your cup a bit. Tip your cup a bit. I'm scared. I told you.
Oh,
Tell me when.
When? Thank you.
the most
here comes the
iconic
hard
moment
point
of all
in time.
time.
You sure that milk's okay?
That's how it smells in a in a flask.
Oh, it's the flask that's making it smell like... I thought it was the thing. I'm sure the milk's off.
No, it's not, Lee.
Oh, the most iconic scene of all time.
It don't taste right in the flask. Should have been coffee.
It doesn't. I told you that.
Yeah, next time we know. Make coffee.
Or hot chocolate.
Screw hot chocolate.
No, screw you. Screw hot chocolate.
Did you not just hear that? Screw you! That's now we're having a nice hot brew that tastes like the cow's dead. We should have brought the milk.
Lee, the milk was fresh.
At least it would have stayed cold in the
It's
car.
because I made it in the pan. So it's sort of like a creamy tea.
What cream have you been tasting? Having a good old natter and a nice brew, which the cow tastes like it's fucking dead. You've heard of cheers, well, moo moo. Udders up.
Do you know you're an idiot?
You love this idiot, just remember. Love like I'm like a fucking farmer. With a moo moo in me cup. A dead moo moo.
There's nothing wrong with it, Lee. It tastes nice.
I see bubbles. Look. Bubbly, 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 bubbly.
Are you reading cups now?
And your future will be dead udders. The cow's dead. That's the news update. The milk tastes like the cow's
No,
dead.
it's not. It's fresh.
Freshly dead. Why is there a random fridge? Just one random fridge on its own. Look at this, guys. See that white thing? Just there. Hang on. It's a fridge. Just a random haunted fridge. Should we go do an EVP on it? See if the fridge has fresh milk. Good point.
Sugar. Gonna get in trouble. So yeah, that is officially the famous dead cow. And yes, all them recordings then was me practicing, in case anyone's wondering. Ah, the famous dead cow.
Dead cow stories echo loud.
I will never, for the life of me, ever forget that. It's Andrea when she turned around and went. It's Andrea when she turned around and went to me. I went, screw hot chocolate. She went, screw you. I was like, as if you said screw you to me. Oh, it was brilliant. The dead cow video. I don't know what kept me doing it. It's every time Andrea had laughed, it just kept me going and going and going and going and going. Yeah, the fridge was. Oh, the fridge. Don't even get me started on that. The fridge, just on its own, I was sat there going. It confused me. But yeah, guys, I will be figuring things out for Thursday. One way or another, we'll stream. There'll be a stream. One way or another, I'll just try figuring out the CPU. I'm going to watch the video later and see how I can do it. Because the thing is, I've got good internet. I've got fast speed internet. It's the CPU that's the problem, and it's yeah. So I'll figure it out later. I'll get on it later and figure it out, and yeah, we'll see what'll happen from there. And I know it's been... No, I didn't open the fridge. I didn't want to. I was scared. I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then what followed from that, it's Andrea. Isabel, you'll remember this. Andrea's driving. I'm trying to hold the camera. I put the camera on a tripod on the dashboard, and every so often she turns and the thing goes, and I'm going with her. I'm like, oh. Oh, it was just brilliant. It was one of the best nights ever. And I apologise to anyone who came to watch Five Nights at Freddy's, but the CPU is having problems on my computer, so it was slowing down everything. So, unfortunately, now that I could do. But I'll try sorting it for Thursday. And I know it's been a slow and not the best stream. I know it's not been the best stream, but I weren't prepared for anything to go wrong. So it was literally spare of the moment, think of things quick on the spot. And that's what I've done. No, because I would have opened the fridge and this would have happened straight.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Dead cow stories echo loud.
So it would have been, now a word from our sponsor, and a person in an outfit would have come out the fridge going, dead cow stories. Oh. Oh, I make myself laugh at times. If no one else is going to laugh, I'll laugh at myself. Oh. I tried. I won't say it's successful, but I really do appreciate that. I had to think of things on the spot and quick. I didn't know what else to do. I was sat there going, full stream, 2 hours, don't know what to do now. But at the end of the day, look, we talked about some urban legends, and I done some funny voices reading them and things like that. Then we got on different topics, and I've just let you all watch the dead cow video, and I can't get copyrighted for that because it's mine. At the end of the day, it's just one of them. When life gives you lemons, do 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 do. Quite literally, when life gives you lemons. One day, I will do a stream that will go off perfectly. It will go so fantastically. But yeah. See, we've not even, since the first stream, we got 2 extra subscribers. Since that, nothing. No, I had no subs. And trust me, I've shared everywhere I can. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, I've shared everywhere. One day it'll go off it'll eventually, and I'm not like I said at the first stream, I'm not expecting it to take off like that. I'm expecting months of work. It'll happen. It'll eventually happen. It'll eventually get where we can start. It'll pick up. I'm not expecting loads of subscribers within the first month. It'll take a few months to start getting subscribers, and I'm not bothered. At the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. We just carry on doing what we do. People will start liking it. People will start being interested, and then boom. It'll all take off from there. Now, Thursday, depending on what he is doing straight, I might get straight up here with me. Yeah, I thought it was going to be games. That went wrong. That went very wrong. So yeah, depending on what Mr. Straight is doing Thursday, we might have him up here. Be better if I could play a game. See, that's the problem, Straight. Think about this. We're on about playing... Actually... I don't know how to link my PS5 to the computer yet. I've not figured that one out. When I can figure that out, it might make it even easier. Don't make no plans then. You're coming on here with me through Discord. If I can get... If I can get the CPU to work. I had no choice but to adapt. And hopefully people watch this, who's not subscribed, watch it and realised how quick I had to adapt and how I changed and tried to make it the best I could. I'm not expecting everyone to have had fun. I'm expecting people to go, oh, it's boring. But it'll start working. That's what I'm saying, Straight. If I can, not as in play a game with me. I'm saying talking. We can talk about ghostly stuff and stuff like that. I can teach you. I'm lonely. But yeah. At the end of the day, even the biggest YouTubers run into problems. And some of the biggest YouTubers, it took forever for them to get views and likes and subscribes and all this. It took forever for them to get it. Eventually, that will happen. Fair enough, thanks, Straight. Oh, you won't see Straight, but you'll hear Straight. He's so funny. Me and him together is nuts. But yeah, like I said, we'll eventually get there. Everything we want to do will work out in the end. It'll just take time. Yeah, we could. But I'd have to find one that doesn't get the stream taken down again. Oh no, Straight. We could we could react, me and you could react to what are they called? Llama Arts. We could react to Llama Arts, which is animated horrors. That'd be good. That'd be good. We'll talk about it straight. We'll talk about it. I'll give you a message after the stream and we'll talk about it. That's what we'll do then. Only if I can't get Five Nights at Freddy's to work. If I can't get any of that to work, then that's what it would be. But I'm going to change the title and everything of the stream. I'm going to change the thumbnail, everything to this stream after we're done. I'm going to have to take a new thumbnail and make a new thumbnail of basically cryptids. Not cryptids, urban legends. And then from there, rename it and everything. I've got to work on that yet. So yeah, this is going to be fun tonight. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot of work to do. But on that note, guys, we've done the 2 hours. Done the best we could. Love you all for staying and watching. It means the world to me. You all stayed and watched, even though it were boring. There's not much I could do, but I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, same time as always. Don't forget, drop messages in the Discord, get on calls, get on the VCs and things like that. I'll pop in from time to time. If you're new, please subscribe. It means a lot. Please hit the like. It means a lot. Also, the link's in the description. Join our Discord. I'm in there. We're all in there. We talk. Friendly in there. Straight, you need to start talking in the Discord. Especially before Thursday, you need to. And yeah, as always, guys, I really appreciate it. Love you all. It means the world to me. And I'll see you all Thursday. Until then, remember, take care, guys. See you Thursday. Bye.
This is in the static, shadows on the wall, whispers in the darkness, echoes down the hall. Lee's got the stories, Andrea's got the laugh. Together they're the rulers of the ghostly craft. Paranormal view, here burn your night. Stories from the grave under eerie light. King and queen of the spirits, we bring it true. Buckle up for the ride. It's the paranormal view. Last breath of silence, chills down your spine. Haunted tales unravel beyond the edge of time. He's a little silly, Andrea keeps it real. Together they ignite the paranormal feel. Paranormal view, here burn your night. Stories from the grave under eerie light. King and queen of the spirits, we bring it true. Buckle up for the ride. It's the paranormal view. Last break of silence, chills down your spine. Haunted tales unravel beyond the edge of time. He's a little silly, Andrea keeps it real. Together they ignite the paranormal feel. Paranormal view, here burn your night. Stories from the grave under eerie light. King and queen of the spirits, we bring it true. Buckle up for the ride. It's the paranormal view. Shadows creeping closer, truth in every tale. They take you to the edge, where the veil is frail. Hard topics unravel, mysteries unfold. stories never old.